Michelle, like I said, we are whole people, so I started people's beginnings.
Yeah.
Tell me about yourself. Where were you born and raised?
Guam. I was born in Guam, Tamuning, Guam. I moved over here in '91. I was 12 years old.
Okay.
And we left Guam on 4th of July and got here on 4th of July. So Guam is where America begins. It's 1 day ahead and 6 hours behind. So.
Well, tell me about your 12 years in Guam. You remember?
Beautiful, absolutely.
Tell
It was beautiful. It was just there's no poverty, there's no homelessness, there's no hunger, there's nothing like that. It's absolutely amazing to be somewhere like that and actually be able to. We never saw snow. Like it was relaxing. Actually, it wasn't like the hustle bustle is here. When we moved here, everything became so fast paced. Everything was so urgent. Always urgency for no reason really.
And when you say we, who is the
My
we?
mother, my brother, and I.
Oh, gotcha.
So my family consisted of my brother, myself, and my mom. That's it. Until I became 14, then it became my father, my biological father, myself, my brother, and my mom. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, tell me about, what do you remember, well, I guess, why did you guys move?
My grandfather, my mother's father, got sick with cancer. And so urgency. He's going to die in 3 months. And he lived for 12 years. So the beautifulness of that,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Well, when you got here, tell me about the transition from Guam to the States, and they put you in, let's see, you're 12 years old, like 6th grade?
Yep. I was a year ahead.
Okay.
So I was in 7th grade at that point. But first time I got called a nigger. I didn't know what a nigger meant.
Interesting.
I just knew that it was funny. Must mean something mean because all the kids were laughing and joking about it. And I came home just bawling. Mom, I was like, "What are you upset about?" I said, "Somebody called me a nigger." She goes, "Do you know what that means?" I said, "No, but what does it mean?" She goes, "Michelle, you're fine." She got me the history of it and told me what that meant. So, yeah, that's the first thing I remember actually being out here in the States. And I remember being here in July and it was freezing cold. And now I think about July here, I'm thinking so hot. But back then,
shorts and a t-shirt
exactly,
and sandals and everything.
Now it's different.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah. I mean, that's the first taste of like racism and just picking on you.
Immediately, it was like that. Immediately, it's just from the day I moved in here.
Now, was there accents? Like, was there?
They say I have one, but I don't know I do. I think I do.
Well, your parents.
My mother.
Or your mother, I should say.
Yeah.
I mean, you grew up with a.
My mother's blonde hair, red hair, green eyes,
interesting.
white pale skin. They'd also ask her when we were in Guam, "Hey, are these kids adopted?" She's like, "No, these are my children. What the heck?" Because we were brown skinned, brown eyed, and she's green eyed and red haired.
Yeah.
Real fair skin.
Yeah, that's lots of cultures. I mean, even in Mexico, there's like blonde hair,
blue eyes,
light skinned, and et cetera, lots of places.
Yeah.
So tell me about your school experience.
Schooling up here was like, I didn't do, academically I did well. I graduated 2 years early, but that's because I was bored with school. I was in Guam, we're so advanced in schooling in Guam, it's insane. We have to learn Japanese, our native language Chamorro, and English by the time we hit kindergarten. So by the time we hit kindergarten, we're already versed in three languages,
Wow.
So when we came over here, mathematics I excelled at. So I don't know how I did this, but in 7th grade, I somehow convinced my principal teacher that since I was such a nuisance at school, that I'd come to school on Monday before school started, get all my homework from all my teachers from 7 classes, and I'd come back on Friday and drop off my homework and be after classes. And I did it for 7th and 8th grade. I don't know how I did that.
What were you doing during the day?
Selling dope, kicking it, hanging out,
Well, tell me about that transition to kind of street life. How did that happen?
My brother. So my brother is 7 years older than I am. We're 7 days, 7 years, 7 years apart. And he was someone I embodied, somebody I envied, somebody I always wanted to be like, And when he got into really bad trouble here in Washington, first of all, he got kicked out of the island of Guam. And they said, "Christine, my mother's name's Christine, if you don't take your son out of here, we're going to either put him in prison for the rest of his life or he's going to die in the streets here." And she said, "Okay, fine." And so her father got sick. He brought her over here. Within 5 years of being here, my brother got sent back to Guam and was there. So as soon as we started getting acclimated here, my brother went back to Guam, which I yearn and fiend for my brother,
Yeah,
so
that's a big loss.
A huge loss.
Yeah.
But he was a dope dealer out here, a big dope dealer. And he was the type of dope dealer that was loved by many. And this is how they explain it. They say, many guys want to be like him and all the girls want to fuck him. So it was something I embodied. So when he left, I wanted to try to take his position.
Right.
And so I followed right behind him in his
Gotcha.
footsteps. So that's how I got
Now,
involved.
did he like teach you, or was he like
I just
stay away
followed.
from you?
I just followed behind. He had no choice.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He had no choice.
You have your own autonomy.
Yeah, exactly.
And your own will.
Well, he's the one that taught me how to be a lady, how to put a tampon in. He'd have these girls from the streets come in, teach me how to put makeup on, how to, wear. I was wearing like these baggy jeans when we first got here, and he started teaching the girls coming to the house and put like these little tight shorts on me, and That's how I learned how to be a woman, was by them, you know. My mom was too busy bartending, you know. She was never at home.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
so you kind of raised yourselves.
Absolutely.
And he, like you said, he taught you
how
these things.
To be a woman and a man, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And through high school, you finished high school?
Yeah, I graduated 2 years early.
Oh, you said that 2 years early?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And, well, what, you're 2 years early, what are you, like 15?
I was 17 at the time.
17 at the time. And then where does life take you?
I guess up and down a hill of drug dealing and dope dealing and running the streets, not really having any direction or, you know, nothing like that. And then I kind of got myself in position, went down to California, got married, went to West Hollywood, got signed to a record label. I'm a singer-songwriter.
Okay.
Yeah, I got signed over there. But I got married, and my husband, being that I'm old school, my husband didn't like the attention that was bringing me. So out of respect for my husband, I'm obedient to whatever my husband says. I don't know what that is about the women out here in America, but they hate the word obediency. All that means is respect. So me being obedient to my husband does not mean I'm like laying down the law. He's guiding me through life. That's what I married him for. So he didn't want me to do it, so I reneged on a $3 million contract on an artist development deal and came back up here. Got pregnant, had a baby, did the whole mom life, did that for 12 years. And then some unwilling circumstances happened, and now I'm back out here in the streets. I've been out here ever since.
Well, let's slow down.
How long?
Yes. That's a lot of life in a couple sentences.
Yeah.
But I don't know if let's maybe open that up a little bit.
Okay.
So 12 years, you're living this kind of family life with one child?
At this time, we've now had from 1 year to 12 years, we had 3 kids.
So 3 kids.
Yep.
So 5 years living this life indoors in a house, wherever.
We had a beautiful house, 2-car garage, cars. I was working as a bar manager. Then I switched over to an assistant apartment manager in North Everett. Then our son, my first son, Christopher Romeo, he became ill with autism. And I knew from the moment he was born there was something different with him, but I didn't know what, but I just knew that I loved him more than anything. And so right there and then, I quit my job and went to the hospital. We were there for 9 days with him, and they still couldn't give me any diagnosis of what was wrong with him. But I knew something was wrong, steady, and finally found out that he was autistic. So, but yeah, I quit my entire, just to be with my son.
You're just a full-time caregiver.
And he's now almost reversed, completely almost reversed.
Well, how old is he now?
He's now 11.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And did you leave the street life behind you at that point?
Yeah, I was already gone from the streets. I was gone from the streets. When I was with my husband, I was like a whole new different woman. Like, you would never, I was so, I guess, naive to a lot of people in the streets. I guess I was naive to what the streets really were. This is the hardcore streets of now I'm in. Back then, I thought the streets was easy peasy, you know?
I see.
But now this is different, completely different, yeah.
Different. And so you're raising your 3 kids.
Yep.
And at some point
there's drug addiction going on within that, you know. And
with you or
both
you guys?
With me and my husband.
Okay.
And then CPS got involved because my mother became, so my father was sexually trying to play advanced with me since I was a little girl, since I met him at 14. And I had no idea what he was doing until I got older, and he started trying to pick fights with my husband, doing just crazy stuff. And I kept thinking all the stuff that he was doing was out of the norm. And my mom was saying, "Oh, you're just being so sensitive because you were raped." No, I'm not being this. Why? That would be more reason why. He smacked me on the ass. He kissed me on the lips. I'd make his dinners and lunches for him. But I had 3 other sisters from his side that he made with another wife that he didn't do that to. So why do you do it to me? You know, especially when I don't even know him really. And long story short, Shimon says that I manipulated him into doing it, but I didn't. He kept trying to entice me because as soon as he found out I was a drug addict, he's like, who's going to believe a drug addict? Yeah. So then he started cornering me in closets, started taking time off of work. So he worked for the city of Seattle. So he could take time away from work and they'll never discount him on his time card. My mom got all his paychecks. And I give you some money if you come see me, I do this. And it just became way too much. And then finally when I got my kids, because my husband and I were building a house on their property. And that's what I wanted, was a big family. So I thought if we build a house on the property, we can have our, family there. And when we were digging the trenches to put the pipes down for the house, my husband caught my father going like this underneath my skirt. And when they locked eyes, my dad looks at my husband and was like this. And my husband, he was very low speaking, my husband was. So if he spoke loud, we all listened. Yeah. And all of a sudden my husband goes into the house and he goes, "Michelle!" And I come right in the house and he's like, just grabbed me and started crying. I finally was able to be vindicated, you know, that somebody believed me finally. Because everybody tell me, oh, you're just being sensitive, you know, but it worked against me. So during that time, my mom started fighting against me, saying, oh, you did it to your father, you did it to me, you trying to take my husband away. I don't want your husband. I wanted a father my whole life. What's wrong with you?
Why do you think they didn't believe you? Like, why would they not believe you?
Because it would take away from her, and she depended on him financially.
Yeah, like it's to face that would be
the reality of facing what is so picture perfect that she made so picture perfect. Now there's to see the ugly. Now the crazy part about it all is that when I opened that can of worms, he left her for the original life he left her to begin with. So what does that look like anyways, you know, in the end? And still you broke my heart, and you broke my children's heart. Now you broke me and my family up because of your own ugliness that you didn't want to face. So now you made my family suffer. So now you did it to your own child. Why would you do that? Now my kids suffer. And I promise you this, I was the most amazing, beautiful mom you ever saw in your life. That's the only job I ever wanted to be good at, was being a wife and a mother. And I promise you, I excelled at it like no one's business. That's the only job I ever wanted to be good at.
Yeah.
And I was great at it, and she took that away from me. I beat CPS twice. They had to write me an apology letter twice. And then unfortunately, we were living in our cars, and they found a straw on my husband's lap. A straw, not even a used tutor, nothing, a straw. And they took my husband to jail for like 27 days, something like that, on his first offense. Never been in jail, nothing like that. 27 days in Linwood. Linwood was crazy. And then I was in jail for like 2 or 3 days. But at that point, I mean, you take away my kids, you take away my life. Yeah. What do you do at that point, you know, when you don't have anybody? And being now I don't have no family, because remember, my family consisted of my mother and my brother. That was it. Who else do I have to turn to? Nobody. She was the only person I had. And she turned her back on me for a man, for money. And it broke me.
And so your 3 kids are where?
They're in Marysville with my ex-husband.
Oh, with your ex-husband.
My daughter's now 20, and she's living well. We finally have a relationship, but we didn't have a relationship for a long, long time. It killed me because when she got taken from me, she was coerced into leaving with somebody that they played a trick on me. But she was 12 years old. She just started her period. She was just going into middle school. This is the time when she needed me as a mother. She needed me the worst time, you know. And now she's 20, but she lives in Arlington or Stanwood with her boyfriend. They're doing well. She's an electrician. He's an electrician. They're making really good money. She's every ounce of good in me. She's more than that with me.
And as a parent, you're like,
yeah,
that feels
safe.
good.
Yeah,
it feels like, okay, she's safe.
I do, but I still feel like this feeling that I need to make her understand, but I can't get her to understand. The whole time that was going on with my father, she was with me the entire time. She saw it, because I used her as like a blanket almost to make sure that he didn't. Because I mean, literally, I would lay there on the bedroom floor when everybody would leave, and it would just be my dad in the house, and I put my fingertips to my toes and sprawl across the floor so he wouldn't come in the bedroom. And he'd be like, Michelle, hey Michelle. I'm like, Dad, I'm putting the kids to sleep. Stop, Dad, stop, Dad. Like, he was relentless.
That's in your home, which is supposed to be a safe place.
Never was safe.
It sounds
from the time that he
stressful.
From the time that he came at 14 years old, it was never safe in my home, never.
Yeah, that just is like that anxiety of.
Yep. It's horrific.
Unbearable.
You know? Yeah.
So tell me about the streets.
The streets are horrible.
They
can be really resilient, but they make you really resilient. But it can really now. I used to really think that I used to love to converse with people and talk to people and hang out with people. Now I'm scared. Legitimately, I'm terrified of people. I don't know what they're going to do next. I mean, just a month ago, some guy strangled me, and to the point to where he left ligature marks on me and popped my thing right here. Like, I don't know if you saw me when I came in a month ago and I went to the doctor's office.
Yeah.
That's because he strangled me for no reason. I fell asleep in the car. I woke up, and he was jacking off to my face.
Yikes.
And I freaked out, and that's when I went to go get out the car, and he grabbed the back of my hair and my hoodie and slammed me back in backwards, and horrible. The streets are not, they evil.
How long have you been on the streets out here?
For 10 years now, since
10 years?
Yeah, since 2017.
Wow, it's a long time.
Yeah. I've been trying to get into it with 211 and all these. I don't know how these people get into apartments. I'm begging to get in. Every day, can I get in? Can I get a place? And I don't know what I'm.
So are you in a tent?
No.
Just out, just.
Yep. Wherever the wind blows, I guess.
And you've been doing that for a decade?
Yeah.
About a decade?
Mm-hmm. But now, mind you, in the decade I've been with dope dealers, you know, some that are, you know what I mean? So when you're in a high-rise dope dealer, you know, right. You get cushioned a little bit.
Yeah.
And I've been cushioned a little bit, you know, of course, but that doesn't mean anything. That's never long lasting.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, you're expendable.
Yeah.
You're not a human being. You're expendable.
For our listeners out there, like, and even for me, like, I want to be very sensitive and cautious and tender because, you know, it's like we met in the Commons and like you are very kind and very nice.
Thank you.
And like very sweet and like warm and all these things, and like I'm like, okay, like this is it's another life that you're living, and for me I'm like, oh man, it scares me.
Yeah, you think that you lead by example, but you can't. Even if you lead by example, that doesn't mean anything. A lot of times out here, what they do is they learn your behavior just to hurt you. And I think that's the coolest thing that you could do to a human being is learn their traumas and then turn around and do the exact same thing to them.
And use it.
And use it again for leverage. And that's what they've done. Just 2 days ago, I got hit in the head by this guy, this big old black guy, because I knew what his con was. And since I outed him, God forbid I know his con. So he punched me in the back of the head just and acts like I didn't get hit. I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, I looked at him with, why? And you say you're my friend? You're not a friend. Like, you don't even know how to spell friend. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so who do you trust out here?
Nobody. I don't trust my own shadow nowadays. My own shadow. I'm like, where you been for 6 hours? Like, it's horrible.
Yeah, I think we were talking earlier about, you mentioned chapters.
Yes.
Which I love that. I was talking to you about, like, you know, this is your current circumstance, and you've had a lot of life before, and you'll have a lot of life after.
Absolutely.
So tell me about where you want to be.
So I just want to know what happy feels like again.
And what would that consist of, like, with the environment you'd be in?
Family, I guess, kids.
Yeah. What does it look like to get there?
It's looking like a big uphill battle, really. People think it's so easy to just get into housing and do it. It's not. It's not that easy at all. It's actually really hard. There's things like they want you to get your ID. They want you to get all these things that people steal from you on a daily basis. You know, you don't. When you're out in the streets, everything is so used. Everything's expendable. A shirt, a outfit, clothes, brush, toothbrush, doesn't matter. Those things, people are just so. In a regular, normal 9-to-5 living home, those things are you paid for and bought and salvaged, and and you create heirlooms and shit. They don't create heirlooms out here. There's nothing heirloomed about it. I mean, it's just everything is very temporary.
Yeah.
So to me, I guess my future looks like something that's permanent,
stable. Yeah. A question I like to ask Michelle. Is there anything that you'd want the people of Seattle to know?
Just lead by example. I'm somebody's daughter. I'm somebody's mother, you know?
Yeah, you are not expendable. You are a person that deserves dignity and respect.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry that people have not treated you well. Some people, I should say.
You've been nothing but kind to me. Thank you. I mean that.
I try. Well, tell me about the Commons. How long have you been coming here?
I've been coming here for like 6 months. Actually, a friend of mine, AZ, funny enough, he was a low-rent dope dealer, and he brought me down here just because I was talking about going to the housing. He's like, oh, go to Seattle. You can get it better. You know, it's faster. I'm like, all right. So I came down here, and ever since then, I've just been sticking like 6 months now. I come here every day. I get food. I get water. I get something to drink. It's just some place where I need to be sometimes, where I just need to go so I can get some rest, or I know I'm safe. Just that moment of 3 hours was just safetyness, you know?
Tell me more about that.
It's you can never find safety out here. You can't buy safety out here, but here you can at Commons. The Commons is somewhere where you can actually just get to know yourself again, you know, to recenter yourself, I guess.
Yeah, I always love when I see people like asleep, because I know when you're asleep, you're so vulnerable when you're asleep. But I think, their body and their mind is telling them this is a safe place where I could sleep.
Well, that's exactly what I was telling my girlfriend, because my boyfriend was murdered 2 years ago out in Casino Road, and I got my dog. I didn't buy her, she got me. She picked me, And what's crazy is since I've had her, I haven't been raped or robbed since having her. But when I had her, well, before I had her, I was being raped or robbed every other day. I mean, it was insane. Like, and girls don't talk about it anymore out here because no one gives a fuck. That's what we feel like, you know? We talk about it so often that it just becomes, you know, noise.
Yeah, I mean, that's like incredibly traumatic.
It's true. True
Like,
story. Yes, any girl out here, they'll tell you the same thing.
and it's like, it's gotten to the point where, from what you're saying, is like, if someone says, hey, I just got raped, it's like,
Yeah. Oh, what'd you do? What were you wearing?
it's kind of like, I hate to say the word normalized.
It is,
but it's
it is
just
so.
kind of
Became very
typical
normalized.
or
Yeah,
something.
it's like, that was yesterday. It's a hello now. It's so sad. It's frightening how sad it is. And guys will come at you no matter what you are. I would be mortified if somebody walks up to my door and said, hey, can I get $60? Give me a hand for $60. It's so normalized for guys to just drive up next to you and go, hey, can I give you $100 for you to suck my dick? What the fuck did you say to me? I can't even imagine somebody saying that to my daughter. I will freak out. But out here, it's so normal to do that, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Their behavior is okay. Their friends sit in the passenger seat like, hey, what's up? Can I get one too? Like you're buying coffee. It's not. These are women that are traumatized. You think any prostitute wants to be a prostitute out here? No, they don't want to be a prostitute. Fuck no, they don't. Come on, man. Disgusting. How do you do that to somebody? You know? I don't.
Yeah, I just hear this survival, like doing this to survive.
That's exactly what I say to everybody. It's surviving. I'm surviving right now. Because my ex-boyfriend used to say, oh, you're just doing this to survive? What do you expect me to do? I can't do anything else. What do you want me to do? Nowhere else I can go? No normal person is going to take in a drug addict and take on that responsibility. I don't hate him for it, but I don't understand it either. Because anybody in my life, if they were going through some sort of problems, as my mom should have done, was hold me, keep me inside. Don't push me away to the streets. Why would you do that? Why would you make up lies about me so I run away from you? Wouldn't you want me to be close to you? It defeated the whole purpose. You took away what I was so good at, being a mother.
Yeah.
Which was blatantly because of her fault too, you know? She made me a good mom because of her upbringing was bad, you know? But she couldn't live with that reputation of being that she was a divorcee, which, you know, she is. Hi, Lola. Hi,
Lots
Lola.
of people are. Yeah.
Exactly. Are you? Oh, yeah.
Lots of people who get married get divorced. I'll just say that.
I understand. Funny. Oh, Lola, come here, Mama. Come on, up.
You see, yeah, let's, lift Lola up. We gotta show Lola.
Come here. This is my girl.
Tell me about this dog. Like, what does this dog do for you?
She does everything for me. She's my little pit bull. She's not a chihuahua. She's a pit bull. Like, I literally can fall asleep, and if I fall asleep and anybody touches me, she goes bananas crazy. She's like, so I was staying at some guy's house last week, and he goes, man, Michelle, I was so mad. I'm like, why? He goes, I couldn't sleep in my own goddamn bed. I'm like, well, good, you couldn't touch me then. She's like, she did her job right. She does not sleep. She does not she doesn't let anything go by her. Nothing. She's everything to me. She chose me.
Yeah. I just, there's people that have, it's just such therapy. Like,
yeah.
I mean, just.
I never believed that till now.
Yeah.
I really do now. Like, she's 13, she's 91, but she's
She's a little old lady, crabby old lady.
She's like my old bitch. We have something in common. I tell her all the time, like, we have something in common. We're both old and crabby. Perfect. Oh, mamas.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah,
I appreciate
you're welcome.
it.
No problem. Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
You want for a hug?
Yeah,
Oh, God. Hang in there. Hang the fuck in there.